Today is Sunday, and I'm still looking at this. This book that they told me I couldn't understand unless I studied Hebrew and Greek, or Hebrew and something or other. I just don't believe they know what they're talking about, folks. I believe I can understand English, and I believe I can understand what I'm reading right here. It was years ago. If you read in Acts chapter 3, that there was Peter who walked on the water. He sunk, he didn't do well on the water, but he did get back in the boat. He didn't drown. But anyway, he's preaching, and him and his friend John, run up on this crippled guy who was begging for money, and they didn't have any money, so they just told him, said, "Look at me. I don't have any silver or gold, but what I have, you just need to get up and walk." And they reached down there and took him by the hand, and the crippled man got up. Well, that ticked some folks off, friends. I mean, some folks got mad. But when Peter, Peter made it known to him, said, "The men of Israel, why do you marvel at this? Or why do you gaze at us as if by our own power or piety we made him walk?" Peter didn't make him walk. John didn't make him walk. Jesus didn't make the blind man see. All Jesus did was, make some mud and put it in his eye. God made the blind man see. God made the crippled man walk. Jesus wasn't there. So don't tell me Jesus made him walk. No, Jesus didn't make him walk. But anyway, I'm in chapter 3, verse 13. And when Peter saw this, he told him, he said, "The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of our fathers, has glorified his servant Jesus," or his child Jesus. In other words, God didn't glorify God. And I'm tired of these, I don't know what to call them. I mean, why can't y'all read? And you pay somebody to go, somebody can stand up and tell you anything and pass the plate and you'll put money in it. Lord, have mercy. But anyway, they put to death, the Prince of Life, and God raised him from the dead, and they witnesses. Now, folks, if you don't think that this stuff ain't serious, you need to understand, Jesus told folks who to fear. And he told them to not fear man, because man might kill you, but man couldn't cast you into hell. And the devil has convinced folks today that there's not a hell, there won't be a lake of fire, and the devil is convincing folks that Jesus is God. I mean, it's amazing what the devil has convinced folks about. But folks really don't care, do they? They just love darkness. They just love sin. I mean, I guess you can just say what Jesus said was true. Men love darkness more than they did light, and their deeds were evil. And if folks want to do evil deeds, they can do them. And then they can pay the penalty for it. And the penalty is going to be more than most people want to pay. But it's not going to be, there's not going to be any breaks, folks. God's not partial. Nope, God is not partial.